We have enjoyed 4 segments, 4 full shows of Joe Franklin and Al Alberts of the Four Aces. We have set a record in show business for having honored one man, Al Alberts, on 4 shows on the Joe Franklin Memory Lane Show. And now we come down to the very end. I make a little bit of a humorous remark about dressing up in drag, and here we go to the end of the best.
Miss ladies, I remember the day Al Alberts when Margie Hart was more famous than Gary Hart. Remember those days?
It wasn't that long ago, and yet it seems like 100 years.
It's like a dream, right?
Yeah.
And I had a lady on my show one time as a guest named Gypsy Rose Lee. And she enjoyed our show so much that she went out and studied that technique and had a talk show for quite a few years called Gypsy.
Really? Is that where it
was
started?
called Gypsy, right. Began on my show. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this is known as what I call keeping my promise. I promised to bring back Al Alberts of those fantabulous Four Aces. I want to show just one shot. Let me hold it up and ask Walter Gollender, who is the recognized authority on the Four Aces, what's happening, Mr. Gollender, in this memorable bit of memorabilia?
You're looking there, looking at a shot that was taken in 1957 for a compilation album on the MCA label, if you will. That's the Four Aces in sweaters, and that picture was never used, so that's a collector's item, so keep it. It's worth $5 today.
Well, we did some heavy, reminiscing yesterday with Al. Mr. Gollender, are you in awe of sitting alongside the #1 hobo?
I've been here for 9 hours today. I don't know whether to become a hobo, dress up as Marilyn Monroe, or have my brain transplanted. I am beyond awe. It's awful. I just can't.
If Flip Wilson or Milton Berle are watching, they're going to give you their old gowns so you can be Marilyn Monroe.
I have enough right now at home.
Talking about the word old from the library of Walter Gollender, a little bit of Four Aces memorabilia. Tell me why. And how about Perfidia? And those were the days, those were the songs. This is the show. Coming up, my friends, some very delightful people as we thank Al Alberts. He is the ace of the Four Aces. Hobo Bob was also a very busy motion picture and TV star. And Walter Gollender, who made today happen, he coordinated, he synchronized. He's the best. Be right back with more of the best. Stay here.
The Four Aces on their reunion stayed together now from 1977, 78, 79, right up to 1987. 88, when they're working at some big nightclubs, some big venues up there in Montreal, Canada. And they were working at the Hotel Chateauguay. And while in town, the thing that an artist did was to do a local television show, several television shows, some radio shows, and here they are performing on the Canadian Broadcasting System, a show entitled Montreal en direct, directly from Montreal. And here they are in Canada, the Four Aces, the older Aces, in 1988. 1 year, by the way, 1 year before their actual final dissolution. I don't want to say the word breakup because that's an unpleasant word, but this is very close to the end of their second coming. Canada.
Monsieur, directly from the United States, the original Four Aces.
Mr. Sandman, bring me a drink. Make her complexion like peaches and cream. Give her 2 lips like roses in clover. Then tell me that my lonesome nights are over.
ils seront là. Vous pourrez entendre cette magnifique chanson, évidemment, qui est un autre disque d'or de leur groupe de Academy Award. Ils sont 4, et ce soir, c'est un de leurs grands succès qu'ils nous interprètent d'abord. Mesdames, Mesdemoiselles, Love is a Many Splendid Thing. Mesdames, Messieurs, the original Four Aces!
Love is nature's way of giving a reason to be living. The golden crown that makes a man a the world stood still. Then your fingers touched my silent heart and taught it how to sing. Yes, true love, a many splendid thing. And the world stood still. Then your fingers touched my silent heart and taught it how to sing. Yes, true love, a many
Here we are again, and if you come down to the store, you will also get to see and examine up close the CD, the first CD by the Four Aces, which was inspired and initiated by yours truly, Mr. Walt Gollender. The CD that I put out with MCA Records back in 1993. I was the first person in the world to tell MCA, the company that belongs to Decca Records, that the Four Aces have never had a CD in their lives, and it was time for me to come out with a CD of all their greatest hits. I get much credit in the booklet, and Josephine will show you here, right in the middle of the page, that many thanks went out to me, Al Alberts and Mrs. Alberts, for the work.